Good morning / afternoon from the Northern Cascades. It is insane out here. I can't believe what I'm seeing all the time. But couldn't give you a camp update yesterday because there was 8 people there and I didn't want to disturb them. I know it looked like we got there early, but it was actually 8 p.m. The days are just getting very long. Summer solstice is almost upon us. We're gonna hike all day and see how far we can get. Doesn't that just make you smile? That's just beautiful. Oh my goodness. But yesterday, I can't say it was beautiful. It was a disaster. I had a poncho that was made for ants. Literally, I got it out of a hiker box and it was so small and it was so defeating. I was soaking wet. I could barely use my hands. Like, if I tried to use my hands to touch my phone, my thumb wasn't responsive. It's kind of freaky actually. I thought about throwing up my tent a few times because alpine rain can make you hyperthermic so fast. But Polar Bear is a lifesaver and she gave me her poncho, her disposable poncho. So if we run into that again, I will be alive. I know you're probably thinking, wow, outlaw, you're an idiot. Why don't you have a poncho? And you'd be right. I am in the Northern Cascades now and I need one. So I'm gonna remember that in my next resupply box. Note to self. But sometimes those days on trail, they just suck. There's nothing great about them. They're just painful. You're wet, you're tired, you're hungry. You can't stop for a break, nothing seems good. But then I think about it, and then the next day you get this, you're grateful again. And that's something that I'm learning out here, is improving. I try to stay grateful in my normal life because I think that is the key to being happy. But no one's perfect at it, and I'm trying to get better at it. So even though yesterday totally sucked, I'm grateful to be on trail, even though it wasn't that fun. But then you wake up the next day, you do it all again, and you're just surrounded by absolute beauty. So that's the morning update. I'm gonna put it at the beginning of the video. Well, no. So that's the morning update. Catch y'all down the trail as I approach this terminus. Ridiculous.
They go from Slovenia to France. So it's perfect.
I'm about 0.2 from the border. And it's pretty weird because I didn't really feel like I earned it to get here. Oh, getting over some blowdown here. But I'm doing it out of necessity to complete my Thru-Hike of the PCT. So it does feel like it's important trail, but it doesn't feel like it's the end or it's this grand thing that I'm walking towards. And so I'm pretty jealous of all the people that actually get to walk all the way north, because it must be a very special thing to reach the border and have that feeling of like euphoria and, you know, accomplishment. But you know, what I have learned is you can't always get what you want, and that's okay, because this trail has just taught me to stay grateful, and gratitude is the secret to happiness, in my opinion. And if I can learn how to be more appreciative and grateful just to be out here in general, then that's huge. So that's my thoughts on it. I don't have much else to say because I'm only about 1,000 miles in. But you know, it still feels like an accomplishment in its own right. And it wasn't easy getting here. I think taking that Greyhound was the hardest part of the trail, to be honest with you. But you know, I've learned a lot, and I've thought I've known things that I've learned to become a lot better at out here. And like I said, probably not going to show you all the border till the end, because what's the fun in that? You know, it would just feel weird. Wouldn't feel right. So that's it. I'm gonna go touch this border now. I'm 0.1 away, and then I will be officially a Sobo guy. Alrighty, that is done. Man, that was weird. I don't know. I don't have any words. It was still so cool. It was still, and one thing I said before, I've watched so many YouTube videos. I watched so many people hike this trail, and everything that I've ran into personally has looked totally different. Terminus, totally different. I imagined this ridge walk and then this forest clearing and all these things, and it's actually just like a descent down quite a ways, and then you're in this valley and there's just a clearing there and the terminus. Someone stole the logo, so whoever did that, shame on you, because now the terminus looks half as cool. Doesn't even have a Pacific Crest Trail logo on it anymore, and it was strange. I met another person from Oklahoma City. So, in all the places too, you know, life is just weird. I'm philosophical today because of the terminus and whatnot, but it was strange. I don't know how else to put it. It was so weird because I haven't seen one of those things in 1,000 miles, and I feel like I've traveled pretty far to get here, just in general. Walking and transportation, everything else. But I know there's still 1,600 miles of trails left, and Whitney will be the actual end. So that's gonna feel awesome. But that's done. And for all those who don't know, when you do hike the Pacific Crest Trail, until recently, and you get done, you couldn't go into Canada last year, or maybe the year before that, I don't know. But when you get done, you have to hike 30 miles back out, and they're all bonus miles back to Hart's Pass. So the Pacific Crest Trail, for former northbound, now southbound guy like myself, has it extended itself another 30 miles. Because most of the time you touch the terminus, you're done. You don't really care. You know, you're going back. It's over. But for me, it's like, no, we're getting to Hart's Pass and we're continuing south. So between the roadwalks of the Sierra and Hart's Pass Road and this, I think I've extended the PCT almost another 100 miles. So, fun fact for you. The trail is never as long as it says it is. But I'm going to do my climb back out, back to camp. We already set up at the lake, which is gorgeous, by the way. It was that one you saw in a few clips ago where we're overlooking on the pass, and it's almost like clear turquoise. The Northern Cascades are becoming my favorite mountain range. That's for sure. They are some type of beautiful. Okay, well, as anticlimactic as that was, still really cool. Still gonna stay on the trail. And we're still finishing this thing 100%. All right, y'all. I'll see you back when I make it to Hart's Pass.